welcome back to my channel. Today I am still in Atlanta, Georgia, and I had to try the famous Varsity. The Varsity was established in 1928, and back then it was called the Yellow Jacket. But since then, it has become an iconic restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia, and they're known for their great food, great prices, and their people yelling, "What do you have?" at you. Anyway, I went there because I wanted to try their famous slaw dog, which is this thing right here. Look at that thing. It's amazing. Oh my goodness, I had to try that. Another thing that I had to try was their onion rings. I heard that they had amazing onion rings and I just had to try it. And of course, you cannot go to Atlanta without trying the famous Varsity peach pie. Look at that thing. It's huge. Oh my goodness, I was so excited. And finally, Varsity has their own drink that they're famous for. It is called Varsity Orange, and I had to try that with my meal. Anyway, let's start off with the Varsity dog. The Varsity dog is actually a hot dog with chili, mustard, and coleslaw. I don't like mustard, so I asked them to leave it off, but look at that. It's so huge. When I tried it, the first thing that I noticed was that the bun was so soft. Oh my goodness. The chili was seasoned really well, and it wasn't as spicy as I thought it would be. The coleslaw added a lot of great flavor, it added great texture, and it added a little bit of coolness to it. Even if the chili was spicy, the coleslaw would just temper it down. It was so good. I do have to say that it was a little bit messy eating it, but it was amazing. In fact, I think that I would go back and just get like 2 of these slaw dogs because it was kind of small and I was a little bit hungry after I finished eating it. I heard everywhere that you need to try the Varsity Orange when you go there, and I didn't really know what to expect. At first I thought it was a soda, a carbonated drink, but I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it was non-carbonated. I don't really like carbonated drinks, so that was really good. But the very first thing that I noticed when I started drinking it was that it was super sweet and it tasted like, almost like a creamsicle, like an orange creamsicle. It was so good. The next thing I had to try was their freshly made onion rings. They come fresh out of the fryer and they come in these huge bags, and the bag even had like oil on the bottom because it was so oily. Look at how big those onion rings are. I couldn't believe it. They were huge. But what I really liked about it, and the first thing that I noticed, was that crunch. I bit into it and it was so crunchy, so fresh, and it had a great taste. I really liked it. In fact, I think this is probably one of the best onion rings that I've ever had from a fast food place. They were amazing. The next thing I had to try, of course, because I was in Georgia, was the Varsity handheld peach pie. Look at how big it is. I really wanted to try it. They had an apple pie, but I had to try it because you cannot go to Georgia and not try the peach pie. The first thing that I noticed, obviously, was that the crust was incredibly crispy. It was flaky. It was so delicious. If you can see there, I did not get any of the peach in my first bite, so I had to take another bite. But the crust was really good, I have to say. The second bite, I got a little bit of that peach flavor, and I have to say that the peach flavor on the inside was so good. It was kind of like a peach cobbler filling, but it wasn't the same taste. I don't know how to describe it, but it was really good. Look how big those pieces of peaches are. It was so good. I'm so glad that I decided to get it. So if you are visiting Atlanta, you should really check out the Varsity, because if you are a foodie like I am, it's like a foodie's paradise. It's like a foodie landmark almost. Anyway, it has great food. The inside has such a nostalgic feel to it. It's wonderful. You gotta check it out. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me.